Hello everybody, it's Brenda. I'm here today with another chapter on how to be a better person. Okay, there are no two ways about it. Love is more than just a feeling. It's a force that compels us to be the best that we can be. More kinder, more compassionate, more giving, and more forgiving. These tips in this chapter help make us more open-hearted. They will bring you closer to your partner, your family, and everyone in your tribe, as well as strangers you encounter every day. And as pack animals, we humans need the connections. We humans need the connections. We can get ultimately being more loving is how you translate your efforts into being a better person, into making the world a better place. This expands the focus on the benefit of your efforts to others. That's powerful magic. Okay, so we're going to go into admit your missteps. Sure, it feels bad to let down someone you love, but avoiding the subject doesn't make it better. When you've done or said something you wish that you hadn't, the best way to rectify is to own up to it. I messed up and I'm sorry. Can go a long way towards repairing the situation. It can also spare you from mentally raking yourself over the coals. Once you've owned your mistake, offer a plan of that collaborates together, and you're on your way to make things right. Forgive others their mistakes. Forgiving others requires you to acknowledge their humanity and see their point of view, even when you feel wronged, which is true. It's a true sign of empathy and maturity. You may or may not want to stay in the relationship, but either way, forgiveness will help you set down the burden of the hurt that sets you both free. Check out your body language. You communicate with more than just words. Your body language is constantly broadcasting information to other people. Do you know what your typical postures and gestures are saying about you? An eye roll conveys irritation or dismissal. Arms crossed over your chest implies a closed heart. And standing with hands on hips is a message of power. Take stock of the impression you're giving and make sure it's a message you want to be sending. Recognize your own hard-headedness. I know a lot of hard-headed people. Stubbornness can come in handy when you're trying to do something hard, but if you're holding fast to something because you hate to be wrong, you're likely to alternate people that can be through to do the most. Okay, let me start this over. Stubbornness can come in handy when you're trying to do something hard, but if you're holding fast to something because you hate to be wrong, you're likely to alternate people that can be tough to do in the moment. But try to get some perspective on your stubbornness. If you have or have not in the last word, you're motivated by proving others people wrong, or do you want to regardless of what other people think? You're prioritizing hard-headedness over open-heartedness. What trait do you want to lead with? Take one for the team. You can't win them all, meaning every once in a while do what's best for the group, even if it's not what you want to do. You won't win any points if you won't win any points for merits. So don't overdo it when you concade with the interaction of being the service. You keep yourself humble and make a deposit in the bank of good deeds. Witness without fixing. When someone you care about is going through something painful, one of the most powerful things you can do is simply let her know you're there to care and you're willing to listen. In other words, bear witness to her struggles. It can be hard to resist the urge to want to fix things, but that's really not your role or job. It's to help the other person know she isn't alone and support her if she needs it. Coaxed peacefully. Some of our greatest change agents, including Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, were proponents of violence, which exposes peaceful action and thought even in the midst of conflicts, as King described it. You not only refuse to shoot a man, but you refuse to hate him. In this era of dissolves politics, there are interminable opportunities to vilify people on the other side of the aisle, instead of considering ways in which you can peacefully interact with them when you disagree with them. That was a hard one. Examine your broken promises. It's not pleasant to think about how you may have let someone down, but it's a great way to gain insight into your own motives, which may be unclear to you. Think about a promise that you didn't keep. What was the root? Was it people-pleasing, trying to look good, ignoring your inner wisdom? You're not looking for a reason to feel bad about yourself, but for insight that will help you evolve. Excuse me. Ask for feedback. Opening yourself up to criticism is scary proposition, or so scary that it may make you avoid any opportunity to get outside opinion on how you're doing, which is a shame, because feedback can provide objectivity. You need to identify your blind spots and work through them. This takes courage to ask someone else for their observance. For their observance of you, but it's hard to grow without them. Cultivate transparency. Constantly editing what you're going to say before you say it is darning. It's the majority of the time what you're already thinking is perfectly good. If you feel funny about revealing your united thoughts, you can preface it with the name of transparency. Being real people is liberating, and it creates more opportunities for true connection. All right, everybody, that is your chapter of how to be a better person. Until next time.